Okay, joined by Dave Reynolds, Dublin Minor Football manager, after a victory here this evening, Dave, in the Leinster Semi Final over Offaly. Sees you into the Leinster Final next week. What did you make of the game here this evening?
Yeah, it's semi-finals, I suppose, ultimately are there to be won. Bit of a nervy start to start the game with. Again, it just took us maybe one or two scores to settle our nerves down, but once we got I suppose we can ultimately say it was a bit of a lucky goal. It kind of gave us a bit more confidence and it kind of brought us into the game a bit more, and then for the rest of the first half we just tagged on one or two more scores and we didn't really concede much as well, so most importantly it was a satisfactory performance, especially playing against a strong breeze. And then in the second half we tagged on the first one or two scores and didn't concede, and I suppose ultimately that saw us ultimately to the final finish.
Yeah, like I say, a slow start, slow first half, I guess, up until the last 2 minutes of the first half, when you knocked on a couple of scores to give you, I think, a 1-5 to 2 point lead at half time, and then a few more scores at the start of the second half really kind of put you in control of the tie, I guess, and that was maybe the winning of the game. That either side of half time really put you in control of the whole game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The first few scores in the second half, not conceding just in the last 10 minutes in the first half, I suppose that was the foundation for the game. And again, we're playing with a bit of a breeze then in the second half, kind of allowed us to tag on some scores that probably weren't possible in the first half, and we just played out the game on our control, on our terms, and we were happy just to make it through to the final, and it was a satisfactory performance from ourselves.
Plenty of positives obviously to take from today's game, plenty of learnings I'm sure you'll take as well heading into the Leinster final. I think it's next week against Kildare. It'll be against Kildare anyway next week. I'm sure a game a lot of neutrals are looking forward to. I'm sure you know plenty about Kildare as well. What can you expect from them next week?
Listen, we played against Kildare last year in a humdinger of a game. Listen, they'll be big, they'll be quick, they'll be everything about a Kildare team. They'll be good footballers, and I wouldn't expect anything less of them, and hope it's a good final.